Attention, we are starting in 1.5 minutes. Good morning. It is time to take your seats. And can I ask all the delegates for silence? Attention everyone, we have a busy schedule ahead this morning, so we are starting with the elections this morning, and I give the word to President Ugur Erdoğan.
Thank you, Siret. Good morning, my dear friends. I would like to welcome you to the second day of our Congress. I wish all together we will have another nice day today. As Siret also mentioned, in the first part of our meeting, we will have elections. But before going to the election, I want to give the floor to our Secretary General, Tom Dillon, for a roll call. Tom, please.
Okay, thank you, President. Good morning to everyone as well. So we'll start with the roll call. I think you know the procedure from yesterday. And so I will have to go through each one of you. And then you push the right button and it becomes green. And it should go quite easily this morning. So you should have logged in already. Otherwise, we will make sure that our staff will help you with it. So, Andorra. On the screen, please. Okay. Argentina. Armenia. Armenia is not present yet. Yes? Yeah, okay. Okay. Please. Sorry, you have to sit here. You have to sit at your position. You cannot go to another position. You have to sit in your position. Australia and proxy to New Zealand. Austria. Bangladesh, proxy from Iraq. Barbados and Virgin Islands. No, sorry, I got it wrong again. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Belgium and proxy from Uganda. Bolivia. Brazil. Bulgaria. Canada, and a proxy from Guyana. Chad, proxy Cameroon. So Chad was not there, huh? He's arriving, okay. Then we have Chile, proxy Uruguay. China. Change of.
Wait a little bit.
Okay.
See, there is a problem.
Okay, China is okay, yeah? Okay, then the next one is Ivory Coast and a proxy from Niger. Colombia, proxy from Jamaica. Okay. Croatia. Okay, then Cuba and Ecuador. Our new member, Curaçao. Chad, yes, Chad has now, Andrea, Chad has arrived, so is that okay? Can you quickly go back? Okay. Then we give the time for Andrea to get to the other side of the room, and then we'll have Cyprus, but it's already in, okay, I see. Czech Republic. Okay. Denmark. Okay. Djibouti and okay. Djibouti and proxy from Nigeria. No. Okay. Then we go to the next one. Dominican Republic, proxy from Bahamas. Egypt, a proxy from Mauritius. Okay, El Salvador proxy from Honduras. Not present. Spain proxy from British Virgin Islands. Okay. Then France proxy from Lebanon. Faroe Islands. Great Britain. Georgia. Germany. Guatemala proxy from Costa Rica. Guinea proxy from Senegal. Indonesia. India. Islamic Republic of Iran. Ireland. Iceland. Iceland, I don't see yet green. Now it is. Israel. Virgin Island, US, proxy Bermuda. Italy, proxy San Marino. Japan. Korea. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia proxy of Comor. Okay, so for the moment not here. Kuwait. I have on my list Mauritania and proxy from Lesotho. It's not showing on the screen. We have the one before. So Luxembourg and Benin is fine, but I have on my list Mauritania and Lesotho. It's already okay? It's green already? Okay. Then Morocco and Yemen, still not here. Mongolia. Mongolia not here either. Netherlands. Netherlands not here. Mauritania is okay. Netherlands fine. Norway. Okay. Panama. Peru. Okay. Poland. Puerto Rico. No. Romania. Republic of South Africa, proxy of Namibia. I only see green on one. Singapore. Sierra Leone. No. Somalia. Okay. Sudan proxy from Libya. Okay, Switzerland. Slovakia. Sweden proxy from Finland. Chinese Taipei proxy from Kazakhstan. Tunisia proxy from Jordan. Turkey. United Arab Emirates. Ukraine. United States proxy Trinidad and Tobago. Uzbekistan proxy Tajikistan. And Venezuela. Venezuela is not there. Okay, we need to check on Panama. Panama was there, I'm pretty sure. And Lesotho was another one, it's okay? Okay, so we have 94 member associations represented, 208 votes. That's the situation now. just to be very clear, if someone arrives and a vote is running, they will only be added for the next vote. There will be no votes added while a vote is open. Okay? Then, I just want to repeat before we go with the test vote on how voting works for elections. I'm very sorry, but I have to bother you with the rule book. First round of voting, the candidate who achieves a simple majority or more of the valid votes of the registered member association at that Congress is elected. If there are more candidates than positions to be filled and not all positions to be filled reach the simple majority as described above, the procedure is as follows. There shall be a second round of voting. Those positions that have been filled and the candidates with less than 5, so that means 4, 3, 2, or 1, or the least number of votes shall be withdrawn from the list. If we have a tie, like in Archery, we do a shoot-off. We split the tie. And we do this for the least number of votes to make sure that there is not an insufficient number of candidates left to fill the positions available. The candidate with the least number of votes in the tie-break shall then be withdrawn from the list. Each voting delegate shall have as many votes as positions remain to be filled. And we have to repeat the procedure until we have a candidate that reaches the majority. In case we get to a very difficult situation, I will explain the situation again. But that's how it works. It has worked like that for many congresses, and there's no reason why it should not work this time. But there is a risk that for certain positions we will have more than 2 or 3 rounds. Okay? Just that everyone is aware of that. So, having said that, we're going to do a test vote like yesterday. And as far as I've been informed, we're going to test archery knowledge again. So, the question, and I see test vote 1, there is 3 candidates for 1 position, and the question is, who is the current ranked number 1 archer as such? Or who you think should be the number 1 ranked archer as such? So you have the choice, okay? But you have 1 position and 3 candidates, so you can only select 1. So the vote is open. So who is the current best archer in your opinion? So we're getting to close to 90. I want to make sure everyone has his machine working. 91. So we have someone who entered, but he will only participate in the next vote, not in this one. Okay, and we have the decision, or not yet, no, we close the vote. And we would have to go to a second round because there is clearly the situation that we have not a majority required, which is 105. So we will do it like it would be a real vote. So we will, unfortunately for the host country, eliminate Florian Unruh. My apologies to Germany. But it's going to be a second round for between Marcus D'Almeida and Brady Ellison. So we want to make sure that our voting team is ready, and then we will do the second round to determine who is the current best recurvement archer. Okay, so we can open the vote, and Brazil is trying to promote their archer. I don't see US active, come on. Okay, the vote is open. Okay, I think we can close the vote unless someone has an issue. I don't see anyone. We can close the vote. Okay, and actually it reflects the world ranking list. So Marcus de Almeida is currently the number ranked archery in the world. And we'll see what next week will bring as result. So, okay, we'll do one other test vote, correct? And we have now one additional voting delegate that arrived. Is that also correct? Okay. So now we have gender equality, of course. So now we're going to decide the three best female compound archers. You have 6 candidates, and you have to choose up to 3. You don't have to take 3, but up to 3. So you have Elisa Ronald from Italy, Ella Gibson from Great Britain, Joy Venham from India, Paige Pierce from United States of America, Sarah Lopez from Colombia, and Tanya Galantine from Denmark. All 6 are very good archers. So we can open the vote. Okay, so this will be the last test vote. So if there is any issue, I would like you to raise your hand so we can come and check, because after that the serious business will start. Okay, so we're going to close the vote. And we're lucky, we don't need a second round. The 3 best compound women archers according to Congress are Sarah Lopez, Ella Gibson, and Paige Pierce. Congratulations to the 3. Okay, so this is how it will work. And hopefully we won't have too many second rounds. And I now give the floor to the President.
Thank you very much, Tom, for your great activity again. My dear friends, now election time, real election time, and I wish good luck for all candidates. Again, floor is yours, Tom.
Thank you, President. And I just ask the candidate for First Vice President to leave the podium and take place in the back of the room. And then the same will apply for the candidate for Vice President to go to the back and just to make it fair for everyone. Okay, so we have for the position of First Vice President, which is a separate election as you all know, 1 position available, and you have 1 candidate. It's a yes-no vote. And just to remind everyone, an abstention is also counting. This is the majority of the votes available, not of the votes cast. Just to make it clear, that's what the rule says. Okay, so question is on the floor, and we open the election. Does anybody has an issue to vote? I don't see it as such. Then I'm going to close the vote. And Mr. Brokamp is elected with 203 votes yes and 6 no. Congratulations, Mr. Brokamp. Okay, just one remark is that, okay, we will now go through all the elections one by one. We ask that we have a coffee break after the elections, so I know everyone wants to congratulate the ones that have won as such, but it will have to wait until we have finished all the elections. So I see that I'm very listened to this morning. So just to make it clear, we want to go through it as efficient as possible, and then you have a longer coffee break so you can congratulate everyone even longer. Okay? Good. Okay, we give the floor to Mr. Brokamp for a small word.
No, I only would like to say thank you very much, and I will do utmost as I did in the past, and I'm very happy to be together with you in this wonderful Archery family. Thank you.
Okay, we go now to the election of vice president. We have two candidates for one position. The candidates are on the screen. I'm not going to read every time the names of the candidates. So we ask Mario to leave the podium before we open the vote. No, they can stay in the room, it's just not on the podium. Okay, we will open the vote. Everything seems to be okay. We have someone else that arrived, but that will be for the next vote, not for this one. Okay, we can close the vote. And is elected with 128 votes, Mario Scarcella. Okay, these were the easy ones where there was not too many candidates for positions. Now we go to the next one, which is a little bit more difficult because we have a lot of candidates. And I just want to explain, we will have 4 positions for 4 years and yes, oh, I need to look at my phone apparently. Yes. Okay, we have Panama that arrived. Just for your information, Panama arrived, so we'll allow them to take their seats. So we have 4 positions for 4 years and 1 position for 2 years. This is because we had the resignation during a term of Mr. Easton, and that position came then up for election in this Congress for a further 2 years. So that's the reason why it's 4 plus 1. So you have the candidates on the screen with their respective picture. In case we have a tie for the 4th place, we might need to break that tie as such because of the difference in term for the 4th and the 5th position. So we will open the vote now for the executive board, and you can choose up to 5 people in this list. We're getting close to the end. Yes, sorry, I need to see. Okay, we're going to close the vote. Okay, we have 3 people that are elected in the first round: Mark Miller, Yuko Okura, and Jean-Michel Crégois. So those 3 are elected. As indicated before, we have the last candidate will be elected, will be removed, which is Mr. Pramod Chandurkar from India. So that person will be removed, and we will go to a second round of voting, and we'll give the time for it to be put on the screen. So you have 5 candidates for 2 positions available. As indicated before, the ones that are in this election, the winner of this election will be elected for 4 years, the second one for 2 years. So I open the election for the second round of the Executive Board, and 2 positions are available. Okay, we can close the vote. And we have no one elected. The majority required is 107. So we will now remove Maëlle Loretin from Switzerland, and we will go to the third round of voting. So I'll give the time to the results team to put it in place. So we still have 2 positions available with 4 candidates, and we open the vote. We're getting close to the end. We're going to close the vote. And we have 1 person elected, Peter Chu from Chinese Taipei. We have 1 position available. And we have 2 candidates remaining. So we will remove Li Sung-seng from China, and we will have a 4th round between Darko Udel from Croatia and Mikarem Mozi Assis from Ivory Coast. This position will be for 2 years. So 1 position available. The candidate has to have the majority to be elected. So we will open the floor, the election now. Okay, we can close the vote. And is elected with 112 votes, Darko Udol from Croatia. Okay, so this is it for the executive board. Then we will go to the next, and this is the one with most candidates and 3 positions. So hopefully, yes, we have an issue. Puerto Rico is here, so we have 1 additional delegate present. Thank you. Okay, so can I have an indication if we are ready to proceed with the next vote? By the way, if someone leaves the hall, of course, then we will not have that person voting. Very clear. Okay, can we go to the Constitution and Rules Committee? So we have 10 candidates for 3 positions. So this could take a little bit of time. So you have the pictures of all the candidates on the screen. And we will open the vote for choosing up to 3 persons for the CNR committee. We're getting close to the maximum. There's some still open. Is there an issue anywhere? No? Okay. It's fine? Okay. Then we can close the vote. Whoa, this is very lucky. 1 round. So, elected are Sergio Font, Constance Terrier, and Eva Catherine Thesen. Congratulations to all 3. We might be lucky with others as well. We'll see. Okay. So we will go to the next one, which is Field and 3D Archery Committee. So we have, again, 3 positions available, and you have 6 candidates. So I open the vote. Okay, we're going to close the vote soon. Is there any issue? No. Then we can close the vote. Okay, we have 2 people elected in the first round, which are Christina Reitmeier and Michel Domas. Congratulations. We will remove Matan Sharon from Israel, and we will have a second round with the 3 remaining candidates with 1 position available. So as soon as the results team is ready, we will go for the second round. So we can open the voting for 1 position, second round, between the 3 candidates on the screen. Snyder. Okay, we're going to close the vote. And we don't have a majority, so we will going to remove Laval Fox from the United States and have a third round between Sophie Johansson and Victoria Williams. So as soon as they are ready, then we will open the vote. Okay, we have the vote ready, so we can open the vote. Anyone has an issue? Doesn't seem to be the case. So we can close the vote. And Sophie Johansson from Sweden is elected with 112 votes. We are now going to the next round of voting, which is on Judges Committee. Also there, 3 positions available, and you have 6 candidates again. So we'll open the vote for up to 3 votes. Okay, we're getting close to the end. Anyone has any issue? Doesn't seem to be the case, so we can close the vote. And we have elected Robert Erika, Guillermina Garcia Aviria, and Martino Miani. This also automatically means that Guillermina Garcia, who was on the Board of Justice, is no longer on the Board of Justice, and we will have to proceed with another nomination for the Board of Justice. This is something we will take after the coffee break, because our board will have to have a quick meeting to give you a recommendation on the composition. Okay, we can go to the next committee, which is Coaches Committee, and we have 4 candidates for 3 positions. Just to clarify, there were 3 other nominations. The Electoral Board had to refuse all 3 because they didn't fulfill the eligibility criteria to be a candidate of the Coach Committee, which imposes a certain attendance at World Archery events. They were all 3 good candidates, but they did not fulfill the requirements based on the forms submitted. Okay, the coaches committee election can be opened. Okay, I think everyone had the chance to vote. We can close the vote. And elected Goktuk Ergin, Natalia Valieva, and Marcel van Apeldoorn. Congratulations. Okay, then we will go to the next one, which is the technical committee. Technical committee, we have 2 positions available, and there are 8 candidates. So we will open the vote for technical committee. I think there is no issue, so we can close the vote. And are elected Christophe Pezet and Suzanne Womersley. Congratulations. So then we can go to the next one, which is Target Archery Committee. We have 2 positions and 6 candidates. So we can open the vote. Okay, we have everyone in. We can close the vote and show the results. Okay, we have 1 person elected, Andrea Aguilar Cristal from Guatemala. We will remove Xinan Ku, and we will do a second round with 4 candidates for 1 position. So as soon as the team is ready, we will open the votes for the second round of target committee. We have an issue here in the front with Andorra. It's okay? No? Open the vote, please. Yes, sorry. The results team follows my instructions, so they're absolutely right. I didn't open the vote. Okay, we can close the votes now, and we will have the results. And we still don't have a majority. So Liki Sik is removed from the list, and we will have now 3 candidates for 1 position. And I wait until they can show me the list, and then I will not forget to open the vote this time. Okay, we open the vote for the 3rd round. Okay, we are going to close the vote. And is elected with 108 votes, just the majority required, Jonathan Knott. Okay, then we will go to the next committee, which is Medical and Sports Sciences Committee. And we have 4 candidates and 2 positions available. So we will open the floor for the Medical and Sports Sciences Committee. Okay, I think we should be close to the end. Yep, okay, we can close the votes. Elected Fiammetta Scarsella, and we will remove Yari Yamaguchi, and we will do a 2nd round with the 2 remaining candidates. So as soon as we are ready, we will open the vote for the 2nd round as such. Okay, we can open the round for the 2nd round. Open the vote for the 2nd round. Some few remaining. Okay. No one seems to have an issue, so we're going to close the vote. And is elected Nora Amazoki from United Arab Emirates. Congratulations. Then we will go to Para-Archery Committee. We have, here again, we have the situation where we have 2 + 1. This was because we had elected we had elected Nancy Litke as member of the Para Committee, but then she was appointed as chief classifier, which is an ex officio position. And therefore, we had 1 position that we appointed someone for 2 years, which then is now up for election for the remainder of a 2-year term. So we will have 3 positions available. The highest will be elected for 4 years. The third position will be elected for 2 years. Okay? We can open the vote. We're getting there. Okay, we're going to close the vote. Elected for the 4 years, Pippa Britton and MJ Rogers. We will now have a second round. And now I need to check with Constitutional Rules Committee if we remove the last one or not. Mark, can you confirm if we just go for a majority vote on the remaining candidate, or we have the 2 candidates? Now I have a small doubt. Okay, we're going to quickly check just to make sure we do the procedure correctly. As far as I remember, we will remove the last candidate, but I want to make sure. Okay, it was what I thought, so we will remove the last candidate, and we will have an election, 1 candidate for 1 position. That candidate has to have the majority to be elected. So this is the procedure, and if that person is not achieving the majority, then the position will be vacant, and the board will appoint someone as such for the committee. So, the vote is open for 1 position with 1 candidate. We're going to close the vote. Unless there is an issue? No? Okay. Okay, with 200 votes, Susan Guidon is elected as well. So we have finished with the elections. We now have to have a very short EB meeting on the appointments of the Electoral Board and the Board of Justice, because like I said, we had one candidate that was running for the committee position that was part of the Board of Justice, so we have to make a change as such in the Board of Justice as a result of it. And so we'll have a very quick discussion on who we will put in the, we will come with recommendation for that position. So I think there is some announcement as well before, so let's see it. Oh, sorry, the President first wants to address the audience.
First of all, I want to thank our Secretary General Tom Dillon for arranging a really very complex election in half an hour time. This is also one of our records amongst other IFs. And I would like to congratulate all the newly elected friends and I wish them great success in their duties. And then I want to congratulate our technical team for having 100% secure, very dynamic system for us for our elections. We have to congratulate them all together. And then now I give the floor to Siret.
Yes, I'm bringing good news. The coffee break is waiting for you outside. We will return 10:40, so 40 past 10, and we gather in front of the stage for a group photo. So the group photo will be 10:40 sharp. Be here. Thank you. working? Attention, everyone. We are going to have the photo in 2.5 minutes. Could you please gather in front of the stage? All Congress delegates with accreditation, please proceed in front of the stage. We can also have some women going up on the stage in front of the executive board.
The back video, is it on your computer? The back video.
What is back?
Thomas back.
It's in the server and in the server.
It's not downloaded anywhere.
In Tom's computer. It's huge. Everyone with accreditation, please proceed in front of the stage. And women, please also make your way to walk on the stage in front of the executive board. Everybody, please gather in front of the stage for the group photo. Everybody with accreditation, please proceed there. And we need the group to be more narrow, so we will need to have 2 or 3 lines of people. You have accreditation? You have accreditation? Everybody who have an accreditation, please proceed for the photo. And we need to get the photo more narrow. So please, on the sides, if you are already getting to where Dean is, you are way too far out. So please come in the middle. When you are standing more right from Hannah Brown, you are out of that photo. So please move to the center and form 2 or 3 lines. I don't think so. Just shorter ones front and bigger ones. On the left side, we need more close, not further than the rostrum. On the right side, it's the same. So Turkish delegation is out right now. You need to be more in. So on the stage, in the middle, we only would like to have ladies standing there. So Arno.
It's all right, Tom.
Ladies there. What else? Still, people on the right are out from the photo, so please come more in the center. This side, at least 10 people there are out, so you need to come more in the middle. Also, if we have some ladies to join more in the center. This is all out from that corner. So in the middle here, there is really only 1 line of people. Please come in here. And if we could have the lights on the first row of people as well? No? It's okay. Smile, please. 3, 2, 1, smile. We do again? Okay. 3, 2, 1, smile. So all the men please leave and all the ladies please stay. Except the president. President and the ladies on the photo, please.
President for Archeries?
President of World Archery.
If all the ladies can get on the podium.
And all the ladies, we are asking you to get on the podium.
Or move it to the middle, it's fine.
Okay, no.
It's gonna be
Just in the middle. Just in the middle is fine. In the middle is fine.
I'm going to protest this.
Okay, starting to look good. A little bit more closer. There is a gap in here, so maybe if you can come closer. And maybe the female executive board members could come also in front, no?
Don't
Can't
worry
really
about it.
see them.
Dean's up. You can't see them, you're down.
Okay, okay. Sorry? That person more center? Dean, what do you want? It's okay. One, two, three, smile. Again. 1, 2, 3, smile. Eyes open as well, please. Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you. Very good. Thank you.
Okay. After all this excitement, we still have two unfinished business in terms of appointments. So we will have two more votes and then we will go to presentations as such. So basically it concerns, Sirit, if we can have on the slides the appointments. Okay, so the Board of Justice and Ethics. So we have 5 members that are appointed and 2 positions are the year after the Olympic Games and 3 are 3 years after the Olympic Games. So we have 3 appointments today. So the Executive Board recommends the current members Jan Lot from Estonia and Kevin Damour from Virgin Islands, and to add Arnoud Strabis from the Netherlands. So this is the recommendation from the board. As is the procedure, we ask Congress to confirm this appointment. This is not an election, so you cannot choose. We ask you to confirm the appointment. If for any reason we would not reach a majority on the appointment, then the board will have to come with another recommendation. So, Having said that, we can open the vote to confirm the appointment of the Board of Justice and Ethics. And the vote is open. We're getting good progress, but we saw there is a coffee break. We're only at the 77. Some people have lost the touch or might have actually left. Is anyone having a problem? I see some empty chairs, so we will not have the same numbers as before, 80. Okay. Unless someone, yes, there is a problem with GBR. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Good. Anyone else has any issue? No? Then we will close the vote. And you have given a unanimous approval of this appointment, so we hope they do not have a lot of work, because if they have a lot of work, that's not good for the Federation, but when they have the work, we are sure they have your full confidence as such. Okay, then we go to the second one, which is the Electoral Board, which is a very important body, especially since we will have as our President announced, in the next Congress also the election of the President. So it's important we have an Electoral Board that is doing a good preparation for that. So we have the proposal, Gobey, who was already the chair and member of the committee, Chapol from Bangladesh, and Sabrina Steffens from Germany. So the same, it's a recommendation from the board, and we open the approval of this appointment to the Congress. So the vote can be opened. Okay, we're getting 86. I think we're getting close. Unless someone has an issue, we can close. And we have the results. So we have 191 yes. So we have the Electoral Board also has a very good mandate from you to make sure that all the electoral procedures will go as such. And we finished with all the elections and appointments. So I thank here Gobey and Chapol for all the hard work. Also Paul Paulson, who was for many years the chair of the Electoral Board, but unfortunately had to step down because he couldn't travel anymore, and we thank him for all the hard work. So thank you to the three of you for the hard work, and for two of the three, good luck with the next period. And we can applaud them, come on. Okay, so now we're going to go to the next subject, and this is presentations of future events. And we will first start with the presentation from the Gwangju, so our next host of the World Championships in 2025. And I invite to the rostrum the mayor of Gwangju, Kang Ki-jong, who will speak to us in Korean, and we'll get a translation. And then afterwards we will also have Archery, and we will follow up. So, Mr. Mayor, pleasure to welcome you here, and the floor is yours.
존경하는 우구르 에르테네 회장을 비롯한 세계 양궁연맹 임원 여러분, 각국에서 오신 양궁 관계자 여러분 반갑습니다. 2023년 베를린 양궁 선수권대회 축하하기 위해서 대한민국의 민주주의의 심장 광주가 베를린에 왔습니다. 광주광역시장 강기정입니다. 인사드립니다.
Dear Chairman Jurga distinguished officials of the World Archery Federation, and esteemed archery representatives from around the world, greetings. Gwangju, Korea's heart of democracy, is here in Berlin to celebrate the 2023 Berlin World Archery Championships. I am Ki Jung-gang, the mayor of Gwangju Metropolitan City. And hello, everyone.
함께 오신 광주의 박병규 광산구청장님, 김병래 남구구청장님, 그리고 광주의 광주대학교 김동진 총장님, 체육회 김영삼 사무처장님 등 함께 뒷자리에 함께하고 계십니다.
And I also brought great supporters for the archery. Mr. Byung-gyu Park, head of Gangsan District Office, and Mr. Byung-nae Kim, head of Namgu District Office, and Dr. Dong-jin Kim, president of Gwangju University, and Mr. Young-sam Kim, secretary of Gwangju Sports Council.
세계 양궁 선수권대회 차기 개최 도시 시장으로서 이 자리에 이렇게 서서 인사 말씀을 드리게 돼서 큰 영광으로 생각합니다.
As the mayor of the host city for the next World Archery Championships, I think it is a great honor to stand before you all.
이번 양궁대회 결승전이 열리는 베를린 올림픽 주경기장은 우리 대한민국이 일본의 식민 지배를 받았던 1936년 한국의 송기정 선수가 태극기를 달지 못한 채 금메달을 받은 아프고도 영광스러운 장소입니다.
The Berlin Olympic Stadium, where the finals of this archery championships will take place, holds a special place in our history. In 1936, during Japan's colonial rule over Korea, Korea's own marathoner Son Ki-jung won a glorious gold medal but could not raise the Korean flag.
대회장인 베를린 올림픽 경기장은 또한 대한민국의 이름으로 세계대회 출전 첫 사상 금메달을 획득한 곳도 바로 이곳이고, 이 베를린에서 열렸던 1979년에 세계 양궁 선수권 대회였다는 것이 더욱더 기쁘게 생각됩니다.
It was here in Berlin during the 1979 World Archery Championships that South Korea secured its first gold medal in a global competition.
저도 이곳 베를린에 2016년에 6개월 정도를 머물렀던 적이 있습니다. 당시에 베를린은 저에게 많은 영감을 주었죠. 베를린은 제가 사랑하는 도시 광주와 많이 닮았습니다. 문화적이기도 하고 혁명적인 도시였습니다.
I too spent 6 months of time in Berlin back in 2016. The city inspired me immensely. Berlin shares many similarities with my beloved home, Gwangju, being both culturally rich and revolutionary.
베를린이 그랬듯이 우리 광주도 대회 준비에 최선을 다하고 있습니다. 우리 광주는 2002년도에 한일 월드컵을 개최했고 2015년에 하계 유니버스 대회, 2019년에 세계 수영 선수권 대회 등 대규모 국제 행사를 성공적으로 개최한 값진 경험과 노하우를 축적해온 도시입니다.
Just like Berlin, Gwangju is putting it forth best efforts in preparing for the championships. We have a proud history of successfully hosting major international events, including 2002 FIFA World Cup, the 2015 Summer Universiade, and the 2019 FINA World Swimming Championships.
또한 서향순, 장용호, 주현정, 기보배, 최미선, 안산 등 올림픽 금메달리스트를 비롯해서 세계적인 실력의 궁사들을 많이 배출한 곳이 광주이고, 광주 국제양궁장 등 훌륭한 인프라를 갖추고 있는 도시입니다.
Moreover, Gwangju has produced numerous world-class archers, including Olympic gold medalists such as Seo Hyang-sun, Jang Yong-ho, Chu Hyun-jung, Ki Bo-bae, Choi Mi-sun, and An-san. Our city boasts excellent facilities such as a Gwangju International Archery Center.
베를린 대회를 성공적으로 치르고 난 2년 후 광주는 축제의장이 될 것입니다. 세계인의 시선이 광주로 향할 것입니다. 분단의 역사를 끝내고 통일의 수도가 된 베를린의 기운이 전 세계 유일의 분단 국가인 대한민국 그리고 광주로 이어지길 바랍니다.
In 2 years' time, Gwangju will become a festival ground, capturing the attention of the world. Just as Berlin, once a symbol of division, has become a capital of unity after reunification, I hope Gwangju and Korea can carry on that spirit as the world's only divided nation.
2025년 세계 양궁 선수권 대회가 지구촌의 평화의 메시지를 전달할 수 있도록 세심히 준비하겠습니다. 25년 광주에서 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.
We will diligently prepare for the 2025 World Archery Championships to deliver a message of peace to the global community. In 2025, we look forward to welcoming you all in Gwangju. Thank you very much.
감사합니다.
So now we will proceed with the further presentation on the actual venue and other more detailed information, and we listen to Archie Ann.
Yeah, so could you play the video, please?
A fair sport, egalitarian, where skill alone decides the outcome. A sport of unity, each player striving for victory, all of one mind with each other. This is archery, and this is the city that embodies the spirit of archery. A city that has loosed arrows of justice, peace, and human rights to reach the cherished goal of democracy. Dreaming of a just world. Trusting and sharing with one another. Putting human values into practice in everyday life. That is the spirit of the city of archery, Gwangju, Korea. Gwangju, shooting arrows for success with one mind and one spirit. Since winning its first gold medal at the 1984 Olympics, Korean archery has firmly held its ground as the world #1. The key to its success is one team, one spirit. Gwangju has successfully hosted 2 international events to worldwide acclaim. Now we are calling up the sensation of one mind, one spirit once again for successful hosting of the World Archery Championships in 2025. Staff experienced in hosting international competitions, together with volunteers and supporters, will endeavor to ensure a faultless event and provide the best experience for everyone. Renowned for art, music, pottery, the Gwangju Biennale and digital media art, Gwangju is also a city of arts and culture. J-Hope Street in the city center is a must-visit venue for BTS fans. A gala of colorful events to be held during the championships, aimed to showcase archery as a global sport. Based on its superior infrastructure, Gwangju is ready to shoot arrows for success. Archery, one of the most iconic K sports, has raised Korea's standing on the world sporting scene. Gwangju is a mecca for Korean archery. It is also famous for a variety of sports including baseball, football, and volleyball. Based on its superior infrastructure and accumulated operational know-how, Gwangju is gaining acclaim as an international city of sport. Well-equipped with global standard event and training facilities, Gwangju has supported the development of elite athletes from countries around the world, such as France, China, and Japan. Through a wide range of opportunities and programs to share Korea's know-how, technology, and expertise, Gwangju continues to promote the development of archery as a world sport. Gwangju, equipped with cutting-edge technology and innovation, set to hit the bullseye for success. Korea, regarded as a country of the bow, has made history in the world of archery. Gwangju is the hometown of 6 Olympic gold medalists, including An-san, who won 3 archery golds at the 2020 Summer Olympics, a world first. The city has also been at the forefront of new technologies and innovative training methods. Korea, with the sponsorship of global car maker Hyundai, was the first to apply cutting-edge technology to archery and bring a more scientific approach to the sport. To nurture future talent and promote the sport, the city supports over 20 archery teams in primary, middle, and high schools, as well as in universities and businesses. Gwangju is indeed living up to its reputation as the city of archery. Aiming for a golden victory and for a brighter future of world archery. Let us all draw, shoot, and hit the bullseye. Only constant challenge, perspiration, and passion lead to a gold medal. Archery is truly the fairest and most egalitarian sport in the world. The 2025 World Archery Championships will be held in Gwangju, a city that epitomizes the spirit of archery. Gwangju is well set to serve as a bowstring for your success. The city of opportunity with an exciting tomorrow. We look forward to welcoming you all to Gwangju.
Yeah, hello, archery families. My name is Hyung Seung-an, also a Korean coach. So I'm from the director of the International Corporation Gwangju Archery Association. So maybe I got 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, I will much more to try the quickly. Okay. Yeah, this presentation is updated on the progress made. How can next? Do you know how can next to last slide? This touch one? Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah, I know that.
The green one is forward, the red one is backward.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the 2025 World Archery Championship in Gwangju will be third of the World Archery Federation flagship in Korea. So Gwangju is known as a city archery in Korea, with the citizens already looking forward to the upcoming championship. Preparation hosting championship began in early 2021. In May 2021, the second stage of the Archery World Cup in Gwangju last year, as promised during the bidding process. The event, 264 archers from 38 countries. The tournament was not only successful, but also a great opportunity for learn and identify aspects that need fine-tuning for future. So building on this experience, Gwangju will be able to host a very successful World Archery Championship in 2025. This year, we will mainly focus on the master plan, while next year main the agenda will be forming the organizing committee. Gwangju, located in the central southern part of Korea, has a population of about 1.43 million people. The weather during the championship is expected to be optimal hosting the tournament. As a major metropolis, Gwangju boasts multiple access points cross-wide. Gwangju accessible through 3 major airports, including Incheon International Airport, the nation's main gateway. Gwangju has set 3 goals for the success of the championship. The first goal is to contribute to the development of world archery. Secondly, boosting popularity of archery in Korea. And third, we aim to become world-class archery hub. The vision for the championship is targeted for tomorrow, with the world target, the common dreams, and the goal who love archery. We have adopted concept approaching the target as our guiding. The event will be prepared from in parade including age technology. So all venues are located with 30-minute travel. The Gwangju International Archery Center, known hosting the numerous archery competition. The center is located 20 minutes from the archery accommodation. The qualification round will take place in the venue, offering 24 lengths in the field, measuring 210 meters, 140 meters with a seating for 1,700. The venue includes the director of shooting room, which is necessary for hosting competition, as various functional areas such as the recording room. And the result processing room also separate the area for VIPs on the second floor. The final venue will take place at the 5-pointed democracy scale symbol of Gwangju's heritage in the nation's history. The average distance between the hotel and the venue is 8 kilometers. The football center across the stadium is used as the practice field. It is located approximately 10 minutes or 3 kilometers away from the final venue. The distance between the qualification venue and the practice field is 1 kilometer. This operation, the detail, the organizing committee will draft already being operation by July of next year. So within Korean Archery Association and the Gwangju Archery Association. So operational will be selected mainly from the experienced people at the official Universiade and the FINA Swimming Championship held in Gwangju. The opening ceremony will be held to welcome the visit to Gwangju. So detailed program is expected to take approximately 60 to 80 minutes. This is information about the accommodation. So Gwangju City has a total around 1,700 about the three hotel, Holiday Inn, Utah, Mandarin. All meals will be served at the hotel. Ensure food safely, we will the individual health the consideration. We will provide the shuttle bus service that connect the main airport, Gwangju, in 3 hours and 30 minutes from International Airport, Incheon. During the event, shuttle bus will be available for transportation with Gwangju. So next year, our plan promotion the championship. We plan to influence the sports start and our promotional activity. So in addition, we will allocate significant resources to global promotion. So on international sports city, Gwangju plans to promote a legacy project, then can expect the base of archery. Even after the competition, we will make an effort to contribute the development of archery. We will also connect with the Gwangju cultural events, including the Gwangju Design Biennale and Fringe Festival toward archery in city cultural life. That's all our presentation for 2025 World Archery Championship in Gwangju. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we know the city of Gwangju. We were there already in the past. So if there is any questions, it's now. I don't see any hands. So thank you very much to the delegation. Thank you very much to the mayor for having come to Berlin. And we look forward seeing you all in Korea in 2025. And now we go to a very exciting presentation. Exactly in 1 year, today we will have the first medal day in the Paris Olympic Games. So we give with pleasure the floor to an Olympic champion and our sports manager in Paris, Sébastien Flute.
Thank you, Tom, for passing me the floor and for also to give me the opportunity to present you what we are working very hardly to get and to be ready in 1 year. So first, I would like to present you the schedule of my presentation, a quick overview on Paris 2024 venues, focus on the Olympic Village. Third, we will talk about finally our venue, archery venue in Valide, the competition schedule, and a quick update about a new type of accreditation for training partner, for additional coach. Sorry. So let's talk about the overview of the different venue in Paris 2024. The vision of the city of Paris was the candidature of Paris was to bring the sport in the heart of the city. So that's why you can see on the map many sports are directly in the center of Paris. 15 venues, 44 venues are just around in the center or around in Paris. And we have just few in France, by example, the sailing in just close to the Mediterranean Sea in Marseille, the basketball qualification and the handball competition in Lille, few other venues for football like Marseille, also Nice, Lyon, Saint-Étienne, Bordeaux, and Nantes. And the shooting also will not be in Paris, but it will be in the National Shooting Center in Châteauroux. And last but not least, the surfing will take place not around Paris, but in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in Teahupo'o Island. And the concept for the Paralympic Games is as often as it's possible to keep the same venue for the Olympic Games than for the Para. So it will be, for example, the case for archery. And 14 of the 22 sports will be at least less than 10 kilometers far from the Paralympic village. So for the athletes, it will be really, really convenient. A quick presentation of the Olympic and Paralympic village. So the Olympic and Paralympic village will be located not in Paris, but just in the north of Paris. 85% of the athletes will be under 30 minutes far from their venue, and it will be the case for archery because archery will be in the middle of Paris at less than 30 minutes by using the Olympic lane to connect the Olympic village and the venue. So just few statistics about the Olympic Village. The Olympic Village will accommodate 14,250 athletes during the Olympic Games and 8,000 during the Paralympics, so it's a huge challenge. 60,000 meals will be served each day, and the medical clinic for sure will be available at any time for the athletes. And in terms of legacy after the Games, the village will become a neighborhood with new homes, student residence, hotel, landscape park, and so it will be also a good legacy for the people who will live there. A quick overview, a quick detailed view of the village. The village will spread in two parts. The main part in the south, within the Satan, the main dining, and a satellite on the Ile Saint-Denis, just in the north, with some residential area and a secondary dining. You can also see in purple on the plan. It's an internal transport system. Some discipline and some sports will have training venue. It's not the case for archery, but it's the case for, by example, wrestling, fencing, or pentathlon modern, for example. And also in the south of the village, we'll find the transport mall. It will connect all the village with all the Olympic and Paralympic venue, and for sure the village will also connected to the metro network of Paris, so it will make easier to the athletes and the team official to go in Paris, to visit Paris after the competition. So finally, let's speak about archery now. So archery will take place on the Esplanade des Invalides. Esplanade des Invalides, it's a garden. It's one of the most famous, beautiful monument in Paris. As you can see on the picture, the Hôtel des Invalides was built in 1687 to be as a military hospital and also a retirement home for home veterans. And today, this building includes a French military history museum and monuments, and as well the tomb of Napoleon Bonaparte. And just around this venue, and we are really lucky about that, we have many games venue nearby. By example, just on the bridge on the top of the picture, you have the Pont Alexandre III, where the triathlon and the open water swimming will take place. On the other side of the River Seine, you will have the Grand Palais with fencing and taekwondo. Just on the east, at less than 1 kilometer, La Place de la Concorde with all the urban sports. And on the west part of the Esplanade des Invalides, you will have the Tour Eiffel with the beach volley competition and Le Champ de Mars Arena, where the wrestling and judo will also take place. So Archery will be in the center of the Paris venue. And now let's see what it would look like. So on the first row front, you can see the final field of play with the 2 grandstands. We take the option to not having a stand in the back of the archers to keep the view on the monument. You will see on the next slide. So the ranking round and practice and warm-up venue and warm-up area will be on the same venue. So we will build 32 targets field of play for the ranking and for the practice after the ranking. Let's see on the opposite view. So on that view, you can see the monument in the back of the shooting platform. So for the athletes, for the camera, for the spectators, the view will be, I think, very nice. And the first forefront, we can see the entrance for the spectators. So the spectator will come into the venue that way, passing the security control, walking on both sides of the ranking round field to go on the grandstand to see the competition and the final and the matches. And this is a detailed view of the field of play. So we can see both grandstand. For your information, the capacity will be around 7,200 seats for spectators. And in addition to that, we will have media, Olympic family, and same or different discipline athletes also. Here on this slide, it's in a Paralympic configuration because, as I said, the Olympic and the Paralympic venue will be the same for archery. And that's it. I hope you like it. Just to mention that it's in terms of look, the design will remain the same, but the look is still under progress. Now let's see the venue more in details. The athlete will arrive at the athlete's drop zone on the southeast. After that, they will follow the flow and the athlete lounge, athlete equipment storage, changing and massage room, medical station, anti-doping, equipment repair booth, and we will add also wheelchair repair booth for para. The 5 meters target will be on the west part because we don't have any spaces. The place look big, but it's not so big at the end when you place all units. So the 5 meters targets will be on the west, on the west part of the venue. The ranking round field in the north, as you see on the previous slide. And the warm-up area will be located on the west part, and the athlete will follow the red line to go on the final call room, just in the south of the west grandstand, before coming on the shooting platform to shoot their match. At the end of their match, they will passing through the mix zone. And for the lucky medals winner, the press conference will be in the venue media center in the east part of the venue. And also for your information, the team leader meeting will also take place there the day of the team leader meeting. Sorry. Now, good transition to speak about the competition schedule. So here is the Olympic schedule. So there will be 6 training days before the first day of competition, with 2 days of familiarization and 1 day of 1 day of official practice. It will be done. I will explain you later why it's not a competition day. And then starts the competition with a different match with the 28th of July is the women team, the day after the men team. After that, 3 days of 32 and 16 individual finals. The 2nd of August, the mixed team competition. The 3rd of August, the competition and the final for individual for women category. And the 4th of August, the competition for men category. So I told you that the day after the opening ceremony wasn't a competition day for archery. It's because invalid venue will be shared between archery and cycling sports, and the departure of the time trial will take place also in this venue. Be sure that we manage it to don't disturb the archer during their practice. So all the departure will take place in the north of the venue, in the spectators area, so it will have no impact on the two field of play, the final one and the practice one. And the departure will take place the afternoon on the 27th, and that's why it's only a practice day, because we didn't want to have two sports in competition on the same venue. Now let's speak about Paralympic archery. The principle will be almost the same. We have one more day of practice with the opening village, opening of the village, Paralympic village, the 21st of August. The official practice will be day -1. The opening ceremony, the 28th of August, and after that we will have the ranking one. So we have 3 sessions. The W1 first, and we will share compound and recurve for the 2 sessions after, because as we will have 140 competitors compared to 128 in Olympics, we don't have enough space to add extra targets on the ranking one, so that's why we have to do 3 sessions for the ranking one. And after that, 4 days of competition for W1 and compound. The principle is, except for the first day with a 160 final for the compound category, all the other day, or the other 3 days, it will be W1 in the morning and compound in the afternoon. And the last 3 days will be for recurve for women individual competitions, day +6, day +7, the men individual, and the last day of the Paralympics will be the day for the mixed team in recurve. And that's it. A quick explanation about the P accreditation. So Olympic Committee asked us to change the principle of what's called TAP, Training Access Pass, for additional coach or support staff. So what it was decided that in previous game there is no additional quota in London. One was allowed in per NOC was allowed in Rio and none in Tokyo. So and the decision was took for Paris to have one accreditation per NOC allowed on the venue. So it has been to manage with your own NOC, and this accreditation will only give access to the training during the pre-competition and also during the competition. And just a quick reminder, as Tom mentioned, in less than 1 year, the opening ceremony will take place for the Olympic Games, and less than 397 days before the Paralympic Games. So if you have any question, it will be a pleasure for me. And if not, I will go back to work to be ready in 1 year.
Thank you very much, Sébastien. And so Sébastien will be staying with us the next week. So if there's any particular questions, he will be available as such. And it is really, the clock is running. Of course, next week we will have the qualifications officially starting. We already had some places given in Krakow at the European Games, but they will only become official after next week. And we also have already a big part of the Paralympic qualification spots awarded in Pilsen last week. So Paris is here. It's tomorrow, and we really look forward to being in Paris. We will be in Paris for our test event in a few days. So that will also be a good occasion to get acquainted with Les Invalides, and really look forward to seeing all of you there as such. So any questions? Doesn't seem to be the case. Then thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, Sébastien.
Thank you.
Okay, then I will quickly move to the rostrum to give a very short update on LA. So LA was already mentioned by both the presidents and myself in the respective presentations, but I'll just give a quick overview of certain things, and we'll be able to report more to you probably towards the end of the year after my visit to LA that is planned in November. So to remind everyone, the key dates: the Executive Board of the IOC in September, decision on the new disciplines. At the same time, they will also have a decision based on the proposal of LA on the new sports, the sports that are proposed by the LOC, by the LA 2028 Organizing Committee. And then there will also be a decision on the remaining sports that there were 3 sports that were not added to the program: boxing, weightlifting, and modern pentathlon, to see what happens with that. So that will then all go for validation to the session in October, and then the discipline and sports program is fixed. Then there will be the Paris Games, and after the Paris Games, the event program is decided upon. Just to make it clear, for what concerns our sport in specifically, indoor compound is seen as a discipline if we have outdoor compound seen as an event. I'm not going to say more on that, but it could be 2 different processes as such. But in September, we will know what happens with our current application, which is a quota-neutral application that will be taken for decision in September. The structure of LA is a very typical structure. We have, and it's okay, very small, I think, to see, but we have had John Harper and Nico Capriano, so the chief operating officer and the senior sports director were in Vegas. Some of you might have seen them in Vegas this year. And Nico is a well-known person to us because he was working at the IOC before, and he's also an Olympic champion like Sebastian. So it's good to work with people that know what sport is. This is the current venue master plan that will be finalized after they know which sport is on the program, which disciplines are on the program. So this is what is part of the bid as such. So again, we will see what happens in September, and then we can give more information on that. Oops, a little bit quick. So other topics, competition schedule development. So we will work with LA on the competition schedule. Again, we need to know what we have before we can finalize it. And then sports managers, they will be going to finalize this year. So we would know who is the sports manager before the Paris Games as such. And there will be also a confirmation of who is on their side, their contact point, and who will be our technical delegate on our side, or as the IF delegates is called now, it's no longer technical delegates. And then the last thing is on testing event strategy. We already see for Paris there is a complete change of philosophy. For Paris we will have the last 2 days at Les Invalides. There's no formal test event like we had from start to finish with ranking round and so on. That no longer is the case because there is no justification for it anymore. And I'm pretty sure that for LA, we will come up with a similar situation. However, at the moment, we do not have, we have an event in the US in 27, a World Cup stage, but that is not foreseen in LA as such. So we will have to discuss with LA on further steps. Any questions I cannot answer on behalf of the LA 2028 Organizing Committee as such, but any questions that you have on this topic? Okay, thank you very much. So Sirit will come now here and explain the workshops. And we have, as indicated, we have 2 workshops. As far as I remember, one is here and the other one is the hall next door, but Sirit will give all the information.
Hello. First of all, I would like to say that thank you for all the viewers who have been online and watching us. We are closing the stream now, so everyone has been able to watch us over internet, but now we are going to continue in here with a couple of workshops, a couple of awards, and reports on the cooperation. Thank you for viewing us online. So in here, the next step is a workshop, but I have a surprise for everyone. We reconsidered, and to make things much easier for everyone, we are going to do in a way that we do one workshop first and then the other one. So I would ask if Executive Board wants to stay on stage or sit in the back of the room. It's your choice. And on the first presentation, we will have Arnold Strijbis from Netherlands to give the workshop on the sustainability. So as we will have a couple of minutes to set up, and then we are ready to go. And that is what is separating us from the lunch break. So Arno, please.